Hey everybody, welcome to Morning Coffee. Thank you so very much for tuning in. It is so good to see you. I hope you guys are feeling well. I am having a little bit of a somber moment today. A friend of many of ours here in my area has passed away this morning. So the energy is a little, for me at least today, I don't know how you guys are feeling, um, but we're here to get you a message. So please excuse me if I'm a little subdued today. But and also this was expected. He was sick, and so we knew this was going to happen soon. So it has finally happened. So my prayers and my thoughts go out to him, his family, and now we are going to focus on the collective here. Yeah, general reading. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let's get started. Hi, Spirit. Please make me a clear channel for the collective at this time. Please bring forward the best messages to serve their highest good and the highest good of all involved. Please clearly show us what it is we need to see, tell us what it is we need to hear, and show us, allow us to gain the knowledge of that which we need to know, so that we may be empowered to live our very best and highest vibrational lives. Thank you so very much, Spirit. Allowed. It really does kind of, I guess it does work that way, huh? You're allowed the wisdom, you're allowed the knowledge, you're allowed to access the wisdom and the knowledge by meeting certain criteria or meeting certain criteria. Interesting. Haven't shuffled yet, but we do have the Chariot here. This is where it landed. I'm seeing the Tower now. We've been talking about the Tower energy for a while. Strength. Strength. Chariot. Okay. So what are we getting at here, Spirit? I just... the Knight of Wands and the Fool and the Chariot. Okay. Because when I saw the Chariot, I need to trim my mustache because it's getting sorry. When we saw the Chariot was at the bottom of the deck before, right? This is the bottom of the deck now after I've done all this shuffling here. Knight of Wands, the Fool, and here's the Chariot again. The Chariot was at the bottom of the deck, and I saw like an energy of someone rushing forward, as the Chariot would represent, and I don't mean rushing as in terms of like just like moving very quickly, very quickly, very efficiently, like just like moving ahead very, very, very fast, while leaving the destruction of the Tower behind. And so here I kind of see this is that energy personified, that energy that I was seeing of the Chariot moving forward. And here's that energy of like kind of it, like rushing forward, but the Knight of Wands, this Knight of Wands doesn't really bother me. The fact that it rushed, the Knight of Wands is like the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords really are like the first to just take off, shoot first, ask questions later type energy. That's more Knight of Swords, but Knight of Wands can be very wishy-washy too. You know, we all get that, right? But this here is excitement. This is Page of Wands energy that's grown and evolved into a Knight of Wands energy. So a greater understanding of oneself and thus moving up in grade, in scale. And now moving forward toward your dreams. This is an old mug. You guys might remember Alexis Raccoon. I don't know if I'm saying her name right, but this mug, manifesting my dreams and minding my business. Some of you may remember when I bought that years ago. Anyway, all right, this is cool. What's going on for the collective? 5 of Wands, okay. It's gonna collective. Oop, the Sun, but the Sun is reversed. Okay. The 7 of Pentacles. I told you. Holy shit, I told you. Oh God. Look, okay. 5 of Wands, the Sun in reverse, and the 7 of Pentacles. Right? And guess what the overall energy is? The Tower. Oof. And the King of Wands underneath that. 2 of Cups, 10 of Swords. Yeah, you have become your own best friend, your own greatest ally. Okay, this is why the Tower is falling. What does the Tower falling mean? I'm not quite sure. Is it saying disaster, doom, destruction? Yeah, sure. But to what ends though? Like, what does that actually mean? Like, what? Wait a second. That's not necessarily bad. I mean, disaster doesn't sound great, but destruction, I mean, depending on what we're destroying, that actually could be pretty good. Thus we get into that. Okay, thus we get into the dialogue here. 5 of Wands, the Sun in reverse, and the 7 of Pentacles. Now the 7 of Pentacles is the energy of like kind of waiting, yes, but working on making a decision in terms of how you want to proceed, how do you want to move forward. That is also part of the energy of the 7 of Pentacles. You could see it as receiving fruits of your labor, like say a first harvest off a plant or something. But it's also, I usually like to speak to it in terms of like saying, okay, this is a checkpoint also. Now that I'm bearing fruit, is this the fruit that I've been looking for? Are we going in the right direction here? Do we want to scale up from here, or do we need to fix something, or do we need to scrap something altogether, right? There is an inherent waiting period involved with this energy. While something seems to be working itself out, 5 of Wands, the Sun in reverse. Now, this feels like a delay. And consciously, it might suck, but the Sun is here. And even though it's reversed, like the Sun in reverse is kind of saying, yeah, we know this sucks right now. We know that's not cool. We know this isn't fair. We know this hasn't been fair, or the fact that it's continuing to happen, we know that's not fair, but something is being worked out in the midst of all of this. Okay, 5 of Wands. The Tower is that icky energy. Now, remember you had the Knight of Wands as at the bottom of the deck after the shuffle. Knight of Wands, the Fool, and the Chariot. And I was saying that the Knight of Wands energy felt like it was the upgrade from the Page of Wands, right? Where you were discovering yourself, and now you learn more about yourself, and you're ready to use more and activate more of yourself, right? In hopes to then eventually master yourself to the next level and move up to the king or queen, right? The king and queen are interchangeable, right? Well, behind the tower here, underneath the tower, is the King of Wands. And I say that specifically. I say that in a very, it literally, quite literally, behind the energy of the tower is the King of Wands. What does this mean? The King of Wands is a very determined person, okay? And, okay, and given the examples that we've had throughout this reading so far, it should be no surprise that this person is very balanced. Two of Cups. And this is where I got into the energy of you have become your own greatest ally because of this bond that you have secured within yourself. Okay, whether you have actively done it or you are actively doing it, or maybe you have reached a certain level, but you're continuing to develop it more. Great. It's because of this bond that you have rebuilt with yourself to put this shit to rest for once and for all. Underneath the Two of Cups is the Ten of Swords. This is where the destructive tower energies are coming from, because you are coming from a place of greater balance within oneself, greater authenticity. And it shows. And it's dismantling the systems around you that thrive on you conforming or whatever. You giving in, you playing the game somehow, something, whatever. Okay. Ooh. So that's where the tower energy comes from. That's where this destruction is coming from. And it's like the universe is saying, just hold on, just wait a second. Let me work this out for you. Let's see. Show us the Five of Wands, please. Can you give us some advice on the Five of Wands? The Four of Cups in reverse, which has fallen out on the Seven of Pentacles. Five of Wands, please. Oh, look, there's the Page of Wands again. There. Oh, goodness. Oh. Wow. Okay, so technically, no. I get what you're saying. Okay, I get what you're saying. Oh, damn. There is a determination. There is an energetic determination on a soul level to move on from where you have been, from this lesser state to a greater state. That's the best way for me to communicate it right now. The Five of Wands energy, what seems to be working out here, working itself out in life, the universe is working this out for you. It's clarified by, first of all, the Four of Cups in reverse, which has fallen on the Seven of Pentacles. And to me, that's giving energies of you have already rejected something. And you're just dealing with the results of that. You are standing firm in your not going back energy. And you're experiencing the results of this now. You're like watching it play out. That's what I'm seeing here, right? Then, furthermore, it's clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the Chariot, and the Page of Wands. And this is describing the moment that this energy was born into your environment, right? Even though you're standing in the Knight of Wands energy now, this Page of Wands is just showing up to represent the new chapter that started. And how the Wheel of Fortune is now responding to your new stance, right? 444 on the counter. 1444 on the counter. Overall energy, clarifying the Five of Wands, is the Emperor. and judgment. Standing firm, standing strong, taking authority over your life. This is like one of those moments where you look something in the eye and be like, I'm not afraid of you. You don't have any control over me any longer. Hey, buddy, stop it. Buddy, that's enough. You don't have any power over me anymore. It's just that simple. And you see how like just calm I am right now? That's how I feel you are in the midst of all this chaos, all the shit that's now crumbling, just being dismantled because of your change in stance. The universe has no choice but to adjust accordingly. And this is not like a slavery type thing in terms of like it has no choice. That's not even like the right phrase for it. It's more like the universe does what it's set up to do and responds to the correlating energy, or it responds with the correlating energy. But you have to take the wheel, you have to take the reins, which it seems you have done at this point. So, good on you. So just wait. I mean, don't wait, but like just sit back and be patient and let things play out the way they will. I understand the frustration. I understand the anxiety. I understand the I don't want it. The need or the want to just to get somewhere. I get it. But we are getting somewhere. We are. All right. I love you. I hope that was helpful. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Okay. Bye. Later.